Hello, this is Tim. Hope you're keeping well. This is video number 5 of the AutoCAD series of videos. I'm going to give this part a lash. I was just thinking here before I was doing this video, this is going to be the next part, and then this is going to be the next part after that. Now that's pretty obvious, but I'm going to do the three orthographic projection views for this part, and then I think I'm going to do an isometric as well, and I'm going to do the same with this. I'm going to do 2 more examples of isometrics and then leave it, just to give you a little taste. But that's another story. Okay, let's just concentrate on this part here. And let me see if I can zoom in here on this just a little bit. This should be no trouble to you guys at this stage. You should be able to do this no problem. But I'm going to do it anyway. You should try this before, and if you run into trouble, then you can run the video. But don't worry about doing the video, just get this, print this out, give it a lash yourself, and I think you'd have no trouble doing it. It's not that hard. So we're going to say, and if you do run into trouble, just you can run through the video, okay? So this is going to be our origin here. I just picked that off the top of my head. Look, you could really work from any point, but I'm going to take this point here as origin. I'm going to come over to and up 1.213. All right, so I'm going to get a line. I created a new part. Click on your AutoCAD. Line, specify first point 0, 0, and this dynamic line tool, I don't know what the hell it's called, pops up. We're going to make this 2. Alright, and I'm going to roll in with the mouse and pan a little bit, and then I'm going to come up and it's 1.213, like so. And then let's go back. We come over 3.801. Bloody hell, let's try that again. Now, tell me why my cursor is not locking onto that point. You should know why. If I hit F3, I'm going to turn on our snap cursor. It's I don't know what the hell, it's just object snap is what it is. So I click there, and I'm after forgetting what it is. It's 3.801. Right, 3.801. Lovely. I'm going to come up. How much? I'm not going to exit out of that command. Let's just go back to this 2.532. 2.532. All right. And then we have, now I'm imagining these fillets are not there. I'm going to add them later. I'm going to come over 3.617. 3.617. And then I come up, how much do we come up? 0.447. 0.447. And then we come down, oh, here we go. So I'm at that point now. I come down, I want to go over 1.470 and come down 0.535. Now, is there a good way I could do that? Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you something new if I can still remember. I click here. The next point is going to be in relation. I go, is it at? That means it's relative to this point, and it's going to be minus in the x. Let's go back here. Minus, I forgot it. What is it? Minus 1.470, 1.470, comma. Let's see, is it going to do it? And then it's minus, because it's in this direction, down 0.535. Minus 0.535. Oh yeah, baby. That's probably after blowing your heads now. So what did I do there? I clicked on this point. I used the @ symbol like you would in an email. That means I want you to move in relation to this. I don't want you to, this point, I don't know what its coordinate is. Can I get it up there anywhere? How do I get its coordinate system? I don't know. It's not there anymore. I went at minus 1.470 on the x, and then comma minus 0.535. I'm going to do it again for you. You're probably confused. All right. I click line. I click this first point. I click at. Now, what does that mean? It means, I think it's they call that a relative coordinate system. I'm going minus because I'm pointing at the screen here, and you're not seeing that. I'm going in this direction. It's minus 1.470. Okay, so we want to go minus 1.470 in the x direction, comma, the y direction, we're going minus 0.535, and we get that. Nice. Now I'm going to come down 0.375, so I kind of give it the direction that it needs, and I go 0.375, and then I come over 1.142, and then I come down 0.676, I come down 0.676, and then I come over 1.296. Not a pain. Alright, does that look right? Yeah, that looks right. And then we're here, and what I'm going to probably do is come up 1.16, and I'll have that point, and I'll have that point, and I'll just connect the lines. 1.16. 1.16. Is that right? Is it just 1.16? Lovely. And then I connect this, and I have that shape, whatever it is. Now what's next? I'm going to add the two fillets. They're both 0.525. I don't think I've shown you how to do this. So let me see. Fillet. R for radius. 0.525. Press enter. You have to give it its radius. Select first object. That line there. Select second object. That line there. Let me just check and make sure it's 0.525. I'm going to press up to get the last command, which is a fillet. The radius should still be the same. Alright, I'm going to click one line, I'm going to click a second line, and there you are. Now, I'm going to get myself, the only thing you haven't seen there is that fillet. That's really it. Let's call this construction 1, and let's change the construction 1 to be our yellow color that we like, and I'll double click on it. Now, I need to get this 0.7 to come down, and then I need, let's just do that. My brain's pretty melted. So I'm just going to get myself a construction layer there, and I'm going to offset 0.7 like so. I'm going to get myself another construction line, and I need to come over, is that the right place? 0.732, let's just do that now. Offset 0.732, and then we need to come down. It looks like it's 0.394 from that line there. Now can I do this? If I go offset, let's go back there, 0.394, and I click this, and that's white. Now I'm surprised that that's white. I would have thought that would have been yellow because I was on the construction layer. Now if I grab that point, can I just drag that over? If I'm careful, it should stay polar. Lovely job. Now what? Okay, now what's going on? What's this point for? That's for those 3 circles. And I'm going to go. Let's do this. And I'll do an offset of, I think it was 0.9. I'm going to press up again, offset of 1. Lovely. 1, 2, 3. Let's go back to 0. 0.75. So I click here, radius D for diameter, 0.75. I'm going to go to copy. I'm going to select this object, press enter. Specify base point. Specify second point. Boom. Boom. That's a nice copy command there using that base point. Now, what point do I need? Is it this guy right there? Oh yeah, I don't need this line here. Let's just get rid of that. Okay, this is the guy we need. Now we have a circle there of 1.25. So I'm going to get a circle. D for diameter, 1.25. And I have a triangle in there. And it just fits in there. This is the part that's going to stump me. If I go to polygon and I have 3 sides, specify center of polygon, and I hit inscribed in circle, and I press enter. Specify radius and oh yeah, like look at this. Yeah, see what I'm doing there. So I'm using the polygon, and that's probably blowing your heads now. Let's see what you can do. I'm just going to show you that on the side. Let's say we want to draw a pentagon. I think that's 5. Polygon. Enter the number of 5, or hexagon 6. I click on the center. Now why won't that lock on there? It doesn't lock on because I think the center has not been turned on. Now let's try that now. I'm going to press enter because we want 6 as the default. I'm not touching anything. I'm just highlighting over it to kind of say wakey wakey. I want this to be inscribed. I want it to be inside the circle, and then the radius of the circle is. Now, if I want that to be horizontal, how do I do? Yeah, that's how you do it. Or I could come down here to get the quadrant, and I've just drawn a hexagon inside a circle. Now, where would you use that if you're drawing bolts and things like a hex head or a socket cap head screw? You'd use that. So let's get rid of that, and look, that's the main shape. Is there anything we're missing? Let's add the dimensions. I'm going to turn off the construction lines. I'm going to do something called an ordinate dimension. But before I do that, I'm going to put some center marks here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Yeah, there. I want to put them on a different layer. Let's create another layer called Dimen 1. Let's make it cyan. Let's double click on it. And I'm just highlighting all these guys. See, my hand is hitting the control key, because if you want to select multiple things in SolidWorks, you need to do that. So you don't need to do that in AutoCAD. You just click. Let me show you again. You just click them, and it just selects them. I'm not holding any special key down. And I'm going to go to dimension, and I put them all on the dimension layer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something called I've never done this before. Ordinate. Oh, look at this. It creates ordinate dimensions. Alright, now what should we do? What should be the 0 reference in the ordinate? My instinct is saying this guy. So if I click on linear ordinate, specify feature location, I'm going to click there, and I'm going to make that. This is going to be my datum, my 0. Okay? And if I want to add to that, well, I added my 0. Okay, let's see if I go down to ordinate. Specify feature location. If I want to click there, okay. I want to do multiples. This is going to be a bit of a pain. I'll go 0.732. Ordinate. That's 2. Is that correct though, is it? Yeah, that's how it is. That's 2, and then it's a bit of a pain. I got to keep going. How can I? 0.581. And they're all in relation to that. So the distance between here and here is 2 inches. And if you want to get the distance between here and here, it's just 2 minus that. And when you have an awful lot of... This isn't too bad now in fairness, but Whenever you have a lot of dimensions to put in, sometimes ordinate is better. Now if I come up here and I put that in, it's all in relation to this line. Some machinists hate this because they have to do a lot of arithmetic. It's a bit easier to use in SolidWorks, but anyway, or I'm doing this wrong. Screw it, let's just do it the normal way. Okay, dimension, I'm just going to put, come on now, 2 from there to there, 3.81, I'm going to, come on now, I'll line that up. If you were using the snap, it would be a bit easier. 3.81. That's an aligned dimension. Come on now, there we go. Do you remember what the lines of dimension are called? This is the dimension line. These are your dimension arrows. These are your extension lines. Your extension lines should not touch the object or really cross over it. The big dimension goes to the outside. The bigger dimension goes to the outside. You don't have like you'd be crossing if you did that. Come on now, there we go. So I suppose a lot of my students and I'm this way too, is I'll get bored and I'll do a half-assed job of dimensioning, and really you don't want to be doing that. Take your time and do a decent job. Now my brain is telling me is bored of this already, but that's just the way it is. My brain is just fighting to be doing ordinate dimensions. But anyway, let's just knock it out. I'm going to change the precision again. We'll be here all day trying to fit these in. There we go. I think your reward for paying attention to all of this, I'm going to show you how to download an existing template, a title block, a nice one, for AutoCAD, and then I'm going to show you how to use it. So let's just keep plugging away at that. That's what I'm going to show you after that. We'll come up with a decent looking template. What else do we need here? We need the fillet. .53. See, we really need the precision for that one. Yeah, we need 3 things of precision here. Let's go back 3 decimal places of precision. There we go. We've got all those 3 in. We've got all this. I think we need a dimension. Come on now, from there to there. All right. Keep your dimensions to the outside if you can. I know it's a bit of a pain. Okay, what else do we need? Okay, so that's please God, that's most of the dimensions. No, I think we need this one here as well. You can see that I find dimensioning, you got to do it though. You got to create nice drawings. So we need to get the center of this. So how are we going to get that without crossing into it? How are they able to do it? 0.94, that's good. I like that what they just did there. So we go from here into here, 0.394. Let's pull that out. There we go. And then we need one more dimension. Let's pull this guy down and pull him down. Oh, come on, you come down there. Here we go. We leave it. So the last few videos we did, our title blocks were lame. There's no other way of saying it. Now we could come up with our own, or we could find one that we can just borrow and use. So that's it. I'm going to save this. This is, let's call this Lesson 5, AutoCAD Lesson 5. Now, if we go to Layout, we have nothing here. We have no title block. So bear with me for a second. I'm going to find, get on Google and find a decent title block, and I'll show you how to use it. Okay, so hold on a second. So what I did, I go to Google, I type in AutoCAD title block, okay? And I have where to find title block templates, and I click this. I'm using AutoCAD 2017, so you might have to, if you're using 2015, you'd have to click this button. So I'm going to click on 2017, and the one I kind of found quickly is Manufacturing Imperial. If you're doing civil drawings, these are going architectural and so on. If you're creating drawings in Europe or Mongolia or Chile or someplace, Manufacturing Metric. I click on Manufacturing Imperial, and it downloads it here, and I drag it over to my desktop. Okay, so you need to pay attention to this bit. If I go to AutoCAD, and I still have my Lesson 5, but it's gone. No, it's not gone. It's in Model. So don't worry. If I go to Open, and now hold on a second. If I go to New, what it does is it goes to this magic folder called Template, which is deep inside AutoCAD, in the folders of AutoCAD. And no, look, does it have, I wonder, does it have these? No, that's interesting. Yeah, it does have some title blocks here already. Tutorial and set sheets. What about their Manufacturing Imperial? Asha, look at this, it's right there. So that makes it easy. Okay, so that's what we need to be using from here on out, are the set sheets and Manufacturing Imperial. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up, I know what I'm doing now, don't worry. I go New, Set Sheets, and if you don't have Manufacturing Imperial in here, you can download it, and you're going to have to put it inside this folder. How do you know where the folder is? It's inside C Drive Users 2017. You're going to go all the way down like I'm doing here, okay? My dog is snoring there. I'll look at him. Okay, Set Sheets, Manufacturing Imperial. And look at this. We have this nice, I like this title block. Very sexy. I go into Model, and there's nothing here. Don't worry. I'm going to get the grid going. I'm going to hit Control. Right now, I have this AutoCAD Lesson 5 open, and I have drawn 2 open, which is from this drawing 2. I thought this was manufacturing. It is the manufacturing title block, but when you use it and you create a drawing from it, it just calls it drawing 2. But this is the title block, and you can see it there. Do you remember what this is called? This is called paper space, and this is model space. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to go into Model. I'm going to press Control A and Control C. I'm going to go over to Drawing 2, and I'm not going to put it in here. I'm going to do it in the model. I copy from model to model, and I'm going to press Control V, and I'm going to put that. I just click that around there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click here and get rid of that icon. Now this is still our 0, 0, and that's what we set. This was 0, 0 in the original one. It doesn't really matter, but I'm going to move it over anyway. So how do I do that? I go Move, I highlight everything. Are we done selecting everything? Yes, I press Enter. It says, what's our base point? So you want to have this old snap turned on, and that's our base point there. So I'm going to come all the way over here, and it says specify second point, and it won't lock to the bloody origin. So what do? I go 0, 0, and it does nothing. Cheeky. Did this have this @ symbol pop up automatically? Well, let's try that again. We highlight everything. I press Enter. Specify base point. I click here. 0, 0. I press Enter. That's embarrassing now. Or use first point of displacement. Now, how do I get him over? This is bad. Move. I highlight everything. I press Enter. Displacement. No, we don't want to do displacement. We click there. Specify second point. So that's weird. Specify second point. I go 0, 0. It's not going to do it. I press Enter. If somebody can figure out what I'm doing wrong here, this is embarrassing. Okay, anyway, look. I know one way around it. I'm going to draw a circle. Center point is 0, 0. I'm just going to put the circle in. I'm going to move all of this. I have a center of the circle though. There you go. I highlight over it. There you go. Come on, give me the center. Embarrassing. Alright, now I delete the circle. I go into ANSI C title block. Now, this title block is for a size C printer, which is quite large. That's size C. I think it's 17 by 22. I'm not sure what size C is. A is 8.5 by 11. B is 11 by 17. So is it 22 by 34? I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go to layout. I'm going to go to rectangular. I'm going to press Enter to fit it in. Now, if I go undo, if I know why the grid is on here, I need to go back here, turn the grid off here, go back here, and the grid is still there. All right. I'm going to put that back in and see does it do that again. I'm going to go to layout, rectangular viewport. I press Enter to fit it in there, and now we're laughing. I'm going to double click in here, and I'm going to zoom. Come on, zoom in. What I need to do is I need where is the zoom extents? Now we don't want zoom extents. Zoom window. And what I do here is I just get exactly the window that I want. Perfect. It's too big. Okay, I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to get another zoom window. Maybe a little bit bigger. Right, that's much better. These dimensions are see if you zoom in and out like that, it's still in model space. I click this to get into paper space, and now see I gotta fix them in here. I'll go to model, and these guys are a bit big. Why are they big? Because when I copied this over to this template, it took the it took the template values of the precision, and I think these font is slightly different as well. So I'm going to modify. I go back and change the precision, and I should have a bit more space. That dimension is very okay. You're saying to yourself, oh, go on, make the dimension smaller. How do we do that? We go to dimension style, modify, text style, text height. I'm going to make this text height 0.16, and I'm going to go OK. Close. Look at that. We still have the touch. I'm going to hit save. We'll save over AutoCAD lesson 5. Is it going to let me do it? No. I got to close this guy down. No. And then I'm going to save this. Now this lesson 5 is no longer open, so that's fine. I can save over it. Now we're talking. Let's go back in here. Now this, all of a sudden after 5 videos, you're starting to make decent looking drawings. This is a revision table. So if this was a part that's being made, this could be a gasket or something. Let's say the gasket is messed up. We're going to have revision B. The hole was too small. You put your date in and you put the person who approved it. And the zone, you see the zone? So where was the hole? The hole is messed up in 2C. So that's what this zone is all about. It's like a map grid reference. Now, how do I get in here and change this business? Contract number. Can I double click in here? Oh, I like this. Value. Contract NASA 101. Oh, this is fancy. Revision. The revision is A. Size. Issue date. Issued by T. Callanan. Is there a title anywhere? Where is the title? The size checked, revision, weight, revision user, design, drawing, subtitle, design activity. Let's try, what is this business down here? Here we are, sheet number, sheet. Enter the sheet number. Let me just test this. It's not that anyway. Sheet name. And let's try that. Value 101. Okay. Sheet name. What is this guy? This is AutoCAD. Now we're cooking with gas. AutoCAD lesson 5. Not bad. Now I don't like how it might. Can I do something with this? Oh yeah. What else do we need here? Revision A. Man, that's looking professional. He'll be charging $50 an hour in no time. Okay, I like that. So what are we going to do? We're going to go save as PDF. You save it as a PDF? Nope. Print. Microsoft Print to PDF. AutoCAD PDF. High quality print. Extents. Centered the plot. Fit to paper. 7 by 22 is a size C. Look at that. Lovely job. Excuse me. Yeah, I like that. So that's decent enough. Alright. So hopefully this was some help. And what are we going to do next lesson? We're going to move on to this. We're going to do the 3 orthographics and that couple of isometrics, and then we'll just keep on going. We have a long way to go. We're going to be here till spring. Or summer even. See you later.